it's Angel Vane, and this is episode 80 of My Author's Diary. I am an author of crime thrillers for women, and every week I take you through the ups and downs that I go through as I try to write and publish new books. So don't forget to follow or subscribe if you haven't done so already. This week, I stumbled across a writer's quiz about what type of writer are you? And the first thing that popped in my head was a fake writer. Now, why do I think of myself as a fake writer? Well, I hear all these other writers on podcasts and different things when they're doing interviews and kind of reading blog posts and stuff. And they all talk about growing up knowing that they were going to be a writer, being, thinking about writing stories since they were, in their wee little age of, elementary school and stuff like that. And I never, ever, ever thought I'd be a writer. I never really thought about writing. I never really wrote as a child or growing up as a teenager or anything like that. Yeah, I kind of feel like a fake writer because it doesn't feel like some type of creative, bubbling passion thing that is just something that I've always been compelled to do. Like, it really wasn't on my radar until about 6 or 7 years ago. I figure I'm not the only person like me. I hear about other people who pick up writing novels and stuff later in life, and I'm sure that there are other people like me. And so when I saw this quiz, what type of writer are you? I thought, now this would be an interesting one to take. And then I thought, let's take it live on video and just see how that all plays out, to see what kind of writer am I. So I'm taking this live. I haven't taken the quiz before. So I'll be taking it real time with you guys watching, and I hope I don't end up regretting that. And here's the quiz. What type of writer are you? And fake writer is not one of the choices. So it says, take the test and find out which great writer are you most like. And so they kind of have 4 categories of writers here. And I kind of read through all of these different categories already. And the one that I think resonates most with me is the savvy writer. That's what I would presume that I am out of these 8 categories. And that's a writer with a strong business sense, because yes, she is a businesswoman, and a tact for creative pragmatism. It's easy to you, and what's more, it's fun. And that's the thing that I really think about, like, writing for me. Like, it's so much fun. Like, I really enjoy going into writing mode and trying to write, even when I get frustrated with different things. Overall, the whole experience is just so much fun to me. And so it says, and this is what helps you achieve success where others fail. Now, I don't know that I am actually at the pinnacle of success at the moment, but she is working towards it. So now let's get to taking the test. I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. What type of writer do you think you are? Okay, I already did this. Okay, savvy writer. Next. Are you an organized person? I prefer a creative mess. I'm messy, it's a problem. I'm pretty well organized. I have a knack for seeing how to quickly this is me. I have a knack for seeing how to quickly and efficiently organize anything, especially as it concerns goals and stuff that I'm trying to achieve, and things that are more kind of, career and goal focused. I'm pretty organized there. Now, personally, like with the house and all that kind of stuff, I'm not answering for that, but I wouldn't answer the same way. So next on this one, are you a technical or nonfiction writer? No parts technical. Are you an avid reader? Let's see. No, that's not it. I love to read, but don't have as much time for it as I'd like. I like to read, but I'm more about action. I prefer to read magazines. Okay, no, I think I like to read, but I'm more about action. So I do like to read, and that's why I love audiobooks, because I can multitask as I'm driving and kind of like read as I'm driving, because I'd much rather be kind of doing something. Are you an artist now? No, I don't ever. I won't say I don't ever draw or paint, because like I do doodling and stuff like that in my bullet journal, but I don't think that that's the type of art that they're thinking about right there. Why are there 31 questions? Oh my gosh, I hope this doesn't take forever. Are you a writer? Yes, my work has been traditionally published. No, it has not. Yes, I published my work or plan to do so soon. Yes, I published my work. I have been published and I self-published. I guess when they say been published, they mean traditionally published. And I blog. I've been published, self-published, and I blog. No, not really. I'm going to choose, yes, I published my work or plan to do so soon. Well, I think yes, I have been published by indie publisher, and I self-publish, right? So I'm gonna choose that one. Okay. Why do you write right now? Why do I write? I'm in a creative, no. I'm not in no creative writing class. I make my living, no. I make my living, no. I make my living, no. I want to showcase my artist, no. I want to bring books on the market as a source of income and will do anything it takes to get my writing abilities where they need to be to see that happen. Okay, that feels like me. I don't have much experience with creative writing, but I know. But I now have a little, I don't have a little person in my life. No kiddos. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one, which was I want to bring books onto the market and we'll do, what it takes to kind of make that happen. Are you in a writing group or class? Nah. No and no thanks. Not knocking it. I shouldn't knock it because I haven't tried it, but yeah, I have no desire to try it. Do you have a website? Yes, I have a website. I have a web presence to market my books, but it isn't going anywhere. I have a website and I blog to reach my writers and support my fiction writing. I have several websites. No. Yes, I have a website and it rocks. No. And Author website. No. Okay, so I'm going to choose this first one. I have a web presence to market my books, but it isn't going anywhere, right? So I don't really get a lot of hits on angelvane.com. There's probably about 100 visitors a month. So I wouldn't say that that's like rocking it out. So I'm going to choose that one. How often do you write? If I'm not at the computer typing, I usually have a pad. Okay, I'm almost always writing. I write at least once or twice a week. I have spurts of writing. I think about, I write more than once or twice a week. So I'll probably write 5 to 6 days a week. I don't write with paper and pen. I am a computer typewriter. And yeah, I do that 5 to 6 days a week. Okay, so what do you love to do? Oh, editing and rewriting. Yes, that's easy. Okay, what is your weakest ability, the thing you need to work on the most? Coming up with the idea. Coming up with the ideas, I think, is my weakest point. Once I have the idea, I can kind of flow, but that's a little bit of a struggle for me coming up with different ideas. What do you love to do? Creating great characters, writing strong dialogue. I'm not good at writing strong dialogue. Building compelling plot points. I like doing that. Establishing the setting. Oh, I'm not good at setting at all. I'm going to go with building compelling plot points. I think that's what I'm going to go with. It's close between the characters, but I enjoy the plot points. What do I love to do? Yes, it's the plot points. Okay. What is your weakest ability, the thing you need to work on the most? Establishing the setting. Because I would pick between writing strong dialogue and establish the setting, but I'm really like, the settings are hard for me. It takes a lot of focus and a lot of work to get the setting stuff down in my novels. Okay. When do you write primarily? When I feel calm and really when I can focus, everyone's out of my hair, and I can get into focus mode anytime. Not sure, it just sort of happens at certain hours of the day when I've scheduled my writing time. I'm gonna go with this one because I tend to have a time in my head of, okay, this is gonna be writing time, which I don't know, because it's any time really. Because sometimes I write in the morning, sometimes I write in the evening. It's not a set. I'm gonna go with anytime. Anytime, yeah. Okay, where do you get ideas and solve problems? Huh? On the toilet. They actually have an option on the toilet. Yeah, not selecting that one. In the tub, in bed, all of the above. I'm going to say all of the above because ideas just come to me all above. Not so much on the toilet though. Let's move on. What is the most important thing? Character. There are no new stories. Character drives story. I do believe that there are no new stories, but that doesn't necessarily mean character is the most important. Okay, plot. Without interesting action, you just have a character study. I think a balance of both is required, but character is close to my heart. I think a balance of both is required, but plot is close to my heart. I'm going with both are important. Okay, do you think about merchandising possibilities when devising a story? No. No, I worry about merchandising and how I'm going to market stuff after the book is written, not like while I'm trying to come up with the story. Do you feel able to properly market your book once it's available? Absolutely, I already start selling before it's available. Yes, but I'm still learning how to improve on that. Sort of, I have some ideas, but I don't really know if they'll work. Okay, I'm at the yes, but I'm still learning how to improve on that because I know I have a set plan for marketing. I just need to reach more people and find ways to reach more people, right? So, okay, so I'm gonna choose that one. Do you feel the artwork in a book or on a book cover helps sell your book? Absolutely. Yes, artwork and design for a book is essential. I love books, how they look and feel. I'm a fan of book design. Yes, you can't sell it if it isn't packaged right. Not really. I don't know. I'm going to go with, I won't say you can't sell it because I've seen some covers that are like, and they sell just fine. So I'm going to say, because it's more about matching to the right genre. So like if your cover depicts the genre, it will sell even if the cover isn't that great. I'm going to go with this one. Yes, artwork and design for a book is essential because it needs to match the genre. Okay. What helps you determine whether to read a book? If it's a new now. I don't care about New York Times bestseller. I look around for what I want to read, and when I find it, I get it. If my friends are wild, nah. I follow a couple of online reviewers, no. I'm an avid reader of certain genres, no. I cannot breathe without some sort of reading material at hand. Yes, I can. I hardly ever read books. If anything, I read now. I read a wide variety of books, blogs, and magazines. I decide what to read for all kinds of reasons. Depends on what it is. Really close to that, but I feel like I look around for what I want to read, and when I find it, I get it. That's more so what I do. Okay, how would you describe yourself? A shy introvert. I am not shy. I would say I'm a social introvert. I generally keep to myself and those closest to me. Social media enables me to chat without having to be there in person. That's kind of true though, but I'm not shy. I'm a social extrovert. I have a pretty social existence, love to be around people, but I also like to get away and have time for me. Basically, I'm a social person. I'm into networking. No. I love to be alone, just doing my thing. That's probably me. Social situations are key to being a writer. No. A shy extrovert. I can socialize, but it's draining for me. It isn't my natural state. That's me. A social introvert. I love being around other people and taking mental notes, but I'm no way the center of attention. That's me too. Oh, goodness. I like people, but being in social situations is uncomfortable, exhausting for me. It's work. That's me too. Okay, what did I pick out of these? Okay, so it's less that. A social introvert, I love being around other people and taking mental notes, but I'm not the center of attention. A shy extrovert, I can socialize, but it's draining for me. It isn't my natural state. That feels more like me. I love to be alone, just doing my thing. I'm gonna go with, it's not that, like, I do love being alone, just doing my thing. I think that resonates with me the most, which is why I can sit in my house and just write all day long. Okay. Next question. How do you determine a story demographic? I don't even know what that means. Okay. I study the market and target a niche. I write what I want and hope it sells. I keep myself aware of what's on the market. It's in the back of my mind when I decide to pursue a story. What's a story demographic? Okay, so we're talking about the genre and the market that you want to go to. I really am this is it. So I keep myself aware. So that's always in the back of my mind around what I like to write, but also what the market is like for that stuff, because I just keep myself aware. So I'm gonna pick that one. Okay, how's your spelling? Pretty good. No, I'm not atrocious. I'm intuitively good, but sometimes make mistakes. I think that's me. Now I'm gonna go with I'm intuitively good, but sometimes make mistakes. Let's go with that. How's your grammar? In the toilet. That's on the toilet. I love language, not stiff grammar. I want to write books, not encyclopedias. Yes. Let's see what the other options are. I love grammar. No. Grammar is not a mathematical form. As an accountant, I reject that. Grammar is my playground. No, grammar is very hard for me, but I think it's important. I'm going to go with I love language, not stiff grammar. I want to write books, not encyclopedias. So I'm going to go with that one. Okay. How do you approach building character? Ooh, creating a strong character is really difficult. No, it's not difficult for me. Creating characters is fun. Yes, it is. I love the challenge, and the more complex they are, the better. I love that. Okay, I carefully design the attributes of the character before beginning the first story about them. I love doing this. No, I don't do that because to me, the plot, I try to do the plot construct first, and then the character kind of comes alive as they engage with what I have going on in the plot. And so I kind of learn about the characters as I go along, especially when I'm starting something new. Don't know. I never plan my characters, not sure. I just, no. I am this one. Creating characters is fun. I love the challenge, and the more complex they are, the better. I like that one. Okay, how do you feel about writing dialogue? It's hard. I have a hard time writing good dialogue. Yes. Right now, no. I can speak and do my characters so weird that maybe they all sound like me. No. I will go with I have a hard time writing good dialogue. Like I have to focus on that. How do you feel about establishing the world where your characters are? I like that. My characters live in the real world, so it's pretty straightforward. I love the complexity of creating other words. Now, I want to create other words, but I'm not sure how to do it. I'm afraid it isn't now. My characters live in the real world, but they live in a fake Caribbean island. But I've been to tons of Caribbean islands, so I really am tapping into the real world for my island. So, okay. Do you join writing workshops, seminars, or classes? No and no. Even though I did do James Patterson's masterclass before I even co-wrote the book with Rachel Woods. Like I did that masterclass because I was like, I need some learning here, right? And if I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn from the man who has sold more books than anybody on this planet. So I did that. But I do read writing books, but I haven't gone to workshops or seminars. No, that's a lie. Because I did the story. I've done all the story grid trainings. Yeah. So the answer is yes. Because I do the online story grid trainings. Like I bought all of them. So yes, and they're at my disposal, but not at this current moment. Okay. How do you feel about developing plot? I like it. I love setting up the beginning and have big problems in Act 2. No, I don't. I have no idea how to plot a story. No, I can develop a story plot, no problem. Action and turning points are fun. Yes, I'm pretty good with plots, but I'm looking for ways to improve. Oh, it's probably between. I'm gonna do this one. Because I feel like I can develop a story plot, no problem. Action, and I like the action and the turning points and stuff. And kind of, usually my first time going through the plot, I'm like, that's not my best answer. And that's why y'all hear that, like, I wrote 50% of the book, and now I'm going to make an overhaul because I got better ideas for these plot points and these twists and these turns, right? So I'm going to choose that one. Last question. When do you write? Only now. Every day at the scheduled time. So when I've scheduled for it, but not daily. Every chance I get throughout the day. Okay, I'm going to go with, wait a minute. So I do... When I've scheduled, it's not really. In the morning and the late, if I'm awake, I just trust you. Not enough is never. Let's go with when I've scheduled for it, but not daily. So like I know when I wake up that morning, I'm like, yeah, this is a writing day or this is not a writing day. But like I said, I write about 5 to 6 days a week anyway. So yeah, when I've scheduled for it. Okay, what is the answer? The eternal writer? What? What does this mean? My writer type is, like Agatha Christie? Okay. Eternal writer. Of all the writers, you have the strongest, most comprehensive grasp of the writing craft. Because I research and I research and I research so that I understand what I'm doing. It's that logical part. See, I'm too logical to have that creative brain type of stuff. Okay, so consequently, others don't appreciate how hard you work at it. You make it look easy. I hope so. But I do work real hard. Wow, not what I thought the answer was going to be. I'm going to, after this, because this video has been going on pretty long as I try to do all those questions, I'm going to delve into a little bit more as to what they say about an eternal writer. And then maybe next week I'll give some more insight around how I feel about that and what else they say are the strengths and the weaknesses of the eternal writer. So I didn't think that this was going to be a part 1, part 2, but it's turning out that it's probably going to be a part 1 and part 2. So that's it for this week. If you want to continue to keep up with me and all the ups and downs that I go through as I try to write and publish new books, click the subscribe button and don't forget to click that little silver bell so you won't miss when I'm doing a video, and I will see you next time.